Hello, day 14. This is Tyler. Um, Good to be recording again, I guess. I put it off last night. I didn't get it done this morning, so here I am over my lunch break, just trying to squeeze this in. And what's even better is I'm feeling a little overwhelmed with my new class kicking off, so I'm like in the throes of kicking off something new and feeling a little behind already because I didn't do any reading over spring break and all that stuff. Um, so yeah, so much for uh, that what feeling at peace or something, whatever that is. Um, yeah. So here's to day 14. I did get back on track with, the food thing after I splurged over spring break on our ski trip. That was wonderful. My wife, her cooking is just so good. And yeah, yeah. So I'm back to rice and cabbage today. That's what I had. Not too bad, actually. I'm not going to complain about that. Um, One thing that I've thought about and that being on spring break, just the ability to not do this, right? This is just, it's like, it's not reality, right? It's not my reality. I open up the fridge and there's all kinds of food in there. Um, it's almost novelty, I guess, in some way. I'm trying to just put myself in somebody else's shoes for a short period of time, but it's different than actually being in that place where this is your life. Like this is literally all you have. We have so much abundance in our country, and it's hard for us to really tune into some of these things, even when we, do something like this. But I've just been thinking about that. Like, yeah, this is play. It's like playing something that's not my reality. Um, even, even, uh, even my version of this, right? Like I have things that they probably wouldn't have to cook my food with, like oils, different types of oils and butter. And I did try to budget for butter, and oil a little bit, but I just look at that and I'm like, wow, uh, I just have the ability to make these things better, and somebody that was actually in this position probably wouldn't have that opportunity. And so I don't know. It just makes me feel a little bit like a fake and a phony in this little thing. Like it doesn't mean anything, right? It doesn't mean anything to um, somebody that's actually in that position. It'd be kind of like, so what, Um, and I think we can do these things and think it's something, and it's not. At the same time, there's people in Ukraine going through who knows what right now. Pretty unimaginable things. Children are dying. It's just stupid, right? It's just so stupid what's going on over there right now. So yeah, this means nothing. This means nothing in the whole scheme of things, but I'm glad I'm doing it. I'm glad that I'm doing something over Lent instead of ignoring it like I normally do, because we just didn't grow up doing Lent with my faith tradition, and yeah, so it's just like something that I've never really paid attention to. So I'm glad I'm paying attention to it. but also just understanding the other side to this, that yeah, there's just so much in this world that we can't control. There's so much poverty. There's so much pain and hurt that this almost seems a little silly um, in some way. But I know it's good for me personally to do this. It doesn't change anybody else's circumstances, but it does change my thought process, my mind, and maybe at some point in time in the future it'll help me identify with somebody that I maybe couldn't have identified with otherwise, or maybe, obviously not to the extent that they're living it, but being able to kind of put myself at least just a little bit into that place, I think is healthy for me and good for my walk with Jesus. Yeah. So these are some of my thoughts today. I think they're kind of random all over the place. I'm sure you think that I'm talking fast and it feels a little rushed, and that's because I am, and it is. And but I got to talk to Seth yesterday, so I'm just super thankful for that. I'm glad he's doing good. Anxious to talk, in more depth with him. But he got to share a little bit about his experience. So I'm not for sure when that's going to be going up or when the two of us will be able to get together. But a lot to be thankful for. They're just, thankful for people that are just trying to help right now in our world. And Seth got to take part in that a little bit. And I think, a situation like what we have going on in Ukraine right now, that we do get to see that. Like humanity, we see the worst of humanity, and we also get to see the best. And so that makes me feel hopeful. Because I would say the vast majority of people are probably part of the best part of society. Like nobody really wants this. We've got just a few people making decisions for our large group of people, and that's not reality. That's not how everybody feels. So anyways, there's hope. There's hope in this world, and there's Christ, who gives us hope in bleak situations, who teaches us how to walk and how to breathe in these bleak situations and how to trust. So I'm very thankful for that. Anyways, blessings. Talk to you all tomorrow. I'm excited about the day ahead of me. More reading, getting caught up on reading, things at work too.